Hi, welcome to our podcast where we dive deep into astrology, most transformative placements. And today we're exploring one of the most mysterious and magnetic placement in the natal chart, Venus in the 8th house. This is not your average Venus placement. When the planet of love, beauty, and pleasure and values takes residence in the house of death, rebirth, sex, and transformation, things get intense. This episode is all about what that intensity looks like and how to work with it, not against it. Grab your coffee, tea, or tarot cards and let's get into it. So, let's lay the groundwork. Venus is the goddess of love, pleasure, beauty, and what we value. She rules over relationships, money, attraction, and our sense of aesthetic. Now, the 8th house, often misunderstood, is the realm of the taboo, transformation, merging, intimacy, power, inheritance, and psychological depth. It's the house of death and rebirth, not literal death necessarily, but ego deaths, karmic cycles, and emotional alchemy. When you place Venus in this house, you get someone whose desire and valuable are deeply tied to intensity, transformation, and often mystery. This isn't casual dating energy. This is a soul bonding, power merging energy. So, core meanings of Venus in the 8th house. At its core, Venus in the 8th house seeks deep, all-consuming connection. These natives don't do light love. For them, love is about merging emotionally, spiritually, financially, and often sexually. There's a craving for depth in all things romantic and aesthetic. They may be drawn to themes of mysticism, the occult, or even darker, more gothic expressions of beauty. They often have a magnetic, seductive energy without even trying. There's something about them that pulls people in. But with great powers comes great responsibility, and Venus here must learn how to wield the magnetism with integrity. I have another video for Venus in the 8th house if you want to check that out. But this one is a more expansive, so I made a second video. So yeah, let's go to next one, the relationship intimacy. Let's talk about love. Venus in the 8th house natives often have fated or karmic relationships, connection that change them, sometimes burn them to the ground and rebuild them again. They may attract partners who are intense, private, or even possessive. At their best, they experience deep healing intimacy. At their worst, they may struggle with jealousy, manipulation, or emotional dependency, either from themselves or from their partners. There's also often a fear of abandonment here. Love feels like a high-stakes game. But when they feel secure and safe, their loyalty runs incredibly deep. They are not just lovers, they're spiritual partners, ride or die allies. So the money, power, and resources. The 8th house also deals with shared finances, inheritance. Venus here can indicate benefits through marriage, partnerships, and inheritances, often money that comes from others, but can also bring lessons around financial entanglement. These natives may need to learn how to maintain financial independence or set boundaries around money in relationships. There can also be attraction to power, whether through money, sexuality, or influence. Some Venus in the 8th folks are drawn to partners who hold financial or social power. Others use their own sensuality or charm as a form of currency, consciously or unconsciously. The shadow side and healing themes. Let's go into the shadow, because you can talk about the 8th house without talking about what's hidden. One shadow of Venus in the 8th house is obsession. Love can become a compulsion. Jealousy, control issues, and fear of betrayal can create toxic dynamics if not worked through consciously. Another challenge is trusting others. The heart here wants to open fully, but the mind often guards against vulnerability. Healing comes through shadow work, learning to trust your own worth, uncovering buried desires, and embracing transformation rather than resisting it. Therapy, energy healing, or practices like Tantra can be incredibly powerful for Venus in the 8th people. So, Venus in the 8th house in different signs. This is only just examples. Venus in the 8th expresses differently depending on the signs it's in. In Scorpio, Venus in here is in here traditional detriment, but this placement can be deeply loyal, sensual, and powerful in love. It just needs to avoid self-destructive patterns. In Scorpio, the Venus in Scorpio, Venus brings stability to the stormy 8th house. These natives can be very sensual, grounded, and loyal lovers who still crave deep union. And Venus in Libra in the 8th house, there may be a balancing act between harmony and intensity. These people may charm their way through emotional depth. In Capricorn, there's often a sense of emotional control, but a desire to merge through trust, loyalty, and shared goals. Knowing the sign Venus is in will help tailor how to this placement plays out. This is only two celebrities and examples. Let's talk about Angelina Jolie has a Venus in the 8th. Think of her intense magnetic energy, her advocacy for taboo topics, and her deep personal transformations. Kurt Cobain had this placement too. His music was emotional, raw, vulnerable, and he had intense relationship in a tragic arc of transformation. These examples highlight both the beauty and the pain that can come with this placement. So what you can do if you have Venus in the 8th: embrace emotional honesty. Don't shy away from your depth. Use it as a strength. Set healthy boundaries. Love doesn't have to mean losing yourself in another. Learn to trust. Not everyone will betray you. Allow yourself to receive love. Honor your sensuality. Your magnetism is a gift. Don't be afraid to let it shine, but don't use it manipulatively. This placement is about alchemy, taking pain, fear, and desire and turning them into empowerment, art, and connection. I will give you some example of some careers that career team for this placement. Financial fields. The 8th house rules shared resources, investment in other people's money, making this placement ideal for wealth management or financial advising, insurance or estate planning, banking or private equity, cryptocurrency or high-risk investing, inheritance law or probate law. This career align with their ability to handle money that isn't directly theirs, in their intuition around value and risk. Forgive for the background noise. Psychology. The next is psychology, therapy, and healing. Because this house is deeply tied to emotional transformation and psychological depth. Psychologists or therapies, sex therapy, shadow work or trauma coaches, energy healers, Reiki, Tantra, breathwork, death doulas, or gift counselors. Their Venus brings charm and warmth, while the 8th house gives them the courage to dive into the darkness with clients. Art and beauty with depth. Venus gives an eye for aesthetics, and 8th house adds a layer of mystery, sensuality, or taboo. Fine arts or erotic photography, perfume or luxury fashion design, tattoo artistry, intimate or boudoir photography. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a boudoir. Boudoir. I think it's a French word. But an occult theme or dark fashion design. Their work often explored the undercurrents of beauty, what's hidden, provocative, or symbolic. And there's a spiritual or occult profession as well with Venus in the 8th. Many are drawn to esoteric subjects. Astrologer or tarot reader, occult author or teacher, crystal healing, moon magic or ritual work, tantric practitioner or secret sexual coach. They often have natural magnetism and a gift for working with themes of death, rebirth, and emotional merging. Intimacy in relationship work. Because Venus is the planet of love in the house of merging. Relationship coaching, matchmaking, or dating counseling, tantric or sacred sexual guide, sensual embodiment, coaching. They help others create powerful, transformative connections. Investigative and research field. The 8th house loves mystery, and Venus can bring charm to uncovering secrets. Detective or investigative journalist, forensic accountant, criminal profiler or crime analyst, paranormal researcher, or ghost tour guide. These natives often enjoy exploring what happened or taboo in society. And yeah, so That's it for today's episode in this podcast. If you love this deep dive into Venus in the eighth house, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your astro curious friends, and leave a review. And have a placement you want me to cover next. Please put it in the comment, and I'll try my best to cover it the next time. So I love hearing from you. So until next time, may your heart be brave, your mind be open, and your love run deep.